Hey guys, welcome back to 𝐸𝐸𝐿, a cooking channel that's not so useless. Today's video, we'll be making a dish that, when translated to English, is essentially a cold mustard chicken and cucumber. Now, similar to our shredded chicken and green bean sheets video link is in the corner, this dish is best served cold, as suggested by its name. And before we start, if you do enjoy this recipe, do consider subscribing for more videos. So to make this dish, we'll need chicken stock, light soy sauce, sesame oil, all-purpose marinade, 𝐧𝐭𝐬 vinegar, chicken powder, water, chili oil, wasabi paste, sugar, salt, cucumber, and garlic. For the quantities, we need 1 chicken, ours was about 1.2 kilograms, half a tablespoon of salt, 410 milliliters of all-purpose marinade, 4 cups of water, 1 cucumber or more if you want, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of chicken stock, 4 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 6 tablespoons of 𝐧𝐭𝐬 vinegar, 1 teaspoon of chicken powder, half a tablespoon of chili oil, 1 tablespoon of wasabi paste, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. So starting off, wash the chicken and clean the inside. Then cut off the chicken butt and some of the fat and skin, but don't cut off too much skin, as it will shrink whilst cooking. Then, under the skin, poke your finger through the drumstick, as this will help the drumstick get more flavour. Once the cleaning is done, let the chicken drip dry, or just pat it down with some paper towels. When the chicken is nice and dry, rub in about half a tablespoon of salt in total, making sure to rub both sides and the inside. Then, let it rest for half an hour. Fast forward 30 minutes, and it's time to poach the chicken. So we're going to cheat a little with our poaching liquid. And that cheat comes in the form of a handy bottle of 𝐈𝐧𝐠𝐫𝐞𝐝𝐢 all-purpose marinade, which is essentially the Asian equivalent of those pre-made marinades you see in supermarkets. In a nice tall pot, add in the water and leave a little on the side. Then empty out the all-purpose marinade and rinse it out using the leftover water. If you want the poaching liquid to be more aromatic, then by all means, add any additional herbs or spices, like ginger. Next, put the lid back on. Then turn the heat on high, and wait for the poaching liquid to boil. Once the poaching liquid boils, we're going to add in the chicken. However, don't just throw the whole thing in. We want the chicken to poach evenly, and that means the breast meat, which is a lot thicker than the rest, needs to have a head start. So we're pretty much going to bob the breast side of the chicken in the poaching liquid a few times to help it cook faster. Now be careful with this. Because we salted the chicken, the poaching liquid may boil over abruptly, something we experienced in our first run through. If you're scared of getting burned, then just give the chicken a quick wash and pat it down before adding to the poaching liquid. After a few bobs, we'll then submerge the chicken and make sure it's breast side down. Because we added in the chicken, the temperature of the poaching liquid has dropped, so let the poaching liquid boil once more. When the poaching liquid reaches a boil, turn the heat down as low as you can, and let it cook for roughly 5 to 6 minutes. After the 5 minutes, turn the heat off and let the chicken poach for 20 minutes in total. But make sure to turn the chicken over 10 minutes in. Now waiting for the chicken to poach will result in downtime, so spend that time preparing the cucumber and mustard dressing. Once the 20 minutes of poaching is up, the chicken is done. Now just to reiterate, this is a cold dish, and though the chicken might smell good at this point, you'll need to leave it aside to cool down. To be as time efficient as possible, you'll want to be focusing on the cucumber and mustard dressing in parallel with poaching the chicken. So to start off, boil enough water to wash the cucumber through. We're going to use salt to extract water from the cucumber, and we'll need cold boiled water to rinse that salt off later. With a washed cucumber, chop it into irregular chunks using diagonal cuts and rotating the cucumber after every cut. Now, don't be restrained to just one cucumber. If you want more, go ahead and cut more. Then mix in some salt and leave it aside for about 20 minutes. In the meantime, work on the mustard dressing. With the garlic, top and tail, and then crush and remove the skin. Then mince the garlic as finely as you want. Now, the mustard component of this dressing comes from the wasabi paste. And to make it easier to incorporate into the dressing, we'll start off by whisking the wasabi with a little bit of soy sauce until it is no longer lumpy. Then, add in the chicken powder and continue whisking until it combines nicely. Afterwards, just add in the rest of the ingredients. Then mix away until the sugar dissolves. And with that, the mustard dressing is done. Now back to the cucumbers. After the 20 minutes, you can see the extracted water, so drain it, and then rinse through with the cold boiled water. Then strain the cucumbers and let them drip dry for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, transfer them into a bowl and add in about 3 spoons of the dressing. Then toss it through and leave it until ready to serve. Once the chicken is cold enough, take out the cleaver, or whatever knife you have, and chop the chicken into servable pieces. In your serving dish, chicken in the middle, decorate with the cucumber. Then finish off with however much dressing you want, and use the remaining dressing for when eating. For a final touch, top with some sliced pickled vegetables that we made previously, link in the corner above. And with that, your cold mustard chicken and cucumber is done. So guys, that was my family's recipe for cold mustard chicken and cucumber. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you ever get the chance to make this at home, be sure to tell us how it goes. And if you want to see any of our future videos, be sure to subscribe. See ya!